Good morning, dear students. Welcome you all. Today we will read the remaining part of the chapter I want something in a case. In the previous class we read that Mr. Purcell, who had pet shop, in his pet shop the customer entered, but he was unknown about the presence of the customer. Afterward, when the customer entered into the shop, he demanded something in a case. Mr. Purcell was confused that what was actually he demanding. The customer was demanding something in a case. Mr. Purcell thought that he demanded white rats. But afterward the customer said that he needed something that has wings. So in this chapter we will know that what was he demanding to Mr. Purcell. Come on, page number 40. A bird's all right. The customer pointed suddenly to a suspended cage which contained two snowy birds' doves. How much for those? A bird's all right. Mr. Purcell said that bird's all right. The customer pointed suddenly to a suspended cage. Suspended means hung cage, which kept two snowy birds, two white birds. Doves. How much for those? Mr. Purcell asked doves, and afterward, how much for those? Mr. Purcell asked doves to the customer, and the customer asked to Mr. Purcell that how much for those. 550 came the prompt answer, and the quick answer came towards Mr. Purcell that 550 is the price, and a very reasonable price. They are a fine pair. Mr. Purcell said that these doves are a fine pair of birds, and this is a reasonable price, proper price of the birds. Understand? 550. The customer asked the question 550. The man was obviously crestfallen. He hesitantly produced a $5 bill. I would like to have these birds, but this is all I have got, just $5. The customer asked question 550 to Mr. Purcell. The man was obviously means clearly, crestfallen means disappointed, sad. The customer was sad. He was in hesitation, produced a $5 bill. He was hesitating to produce $5 bill. He was unable to pay more than $5. And he said that I would like to have these birds, but this is all I have got, just $5. The customer said that I have only $5, so I can only pay $5 for the birds. Mentally, Mr. Purcell made a quick calculation which told him that a 50-cent reduction he could still reap a tidy profit. He smiled magnanimously. So afterward, mentally in his mind, Mr. Purcell made a quick calculation, fast calculation in his mind, and his mind told to him that 50-cent reduction. Cent means, suppose that in 100 rupee, 1 rupee will be 1 cent. In the same way, 50-cent reduction, after 50-cent reduction, he could still reap, he could get what? A tidy profit, a good profit. Mr. Purcell calculated in his mind, and he smiled magnanimously. Magnanimously means he was generous on that time. He was thinking liberally, generously. Understand? My dear man, if you want them that badly, you can certainly have them for $5. Mr. Purcell said that Oh man, Mr. Man, my dear man, if you want them that badly, if you want these birds so badly, you can certainly have them for $5. So you can take these birds in $5. I will take them. He laid his $5 on the counter. Mr. Purcell tottered on tiptoe, unhooked the case, and handed it to his customer. So afterward, what had happened? The customer said that I would take them. I would take the birds. And afterward, he kept his $5 on the counter. And afterward, Mr. Purcell tottered. Tottered means he walked. Tottered means here he walked, moved unsteadily from the place on his tiptoe. Tiptoe means on the front part of his feet. He walked. Understand? On his tiptoe, and he unhooked the cage from the place and handed it to his customer, and he handed the case to the customer. The man cocked his head to one side, listening to the constant chittering, the rustling scurry of the shop. That noise, he blurted, does not it get you? And when the man got the case, the man cocked his head, raised his head to one side and listening to the constant, and he was listening continuous chittering sound of the birds. The rustling scurry. The rustling scurry means sound of quick movement, and he was getting sound of a quick movement of the shop. That noise he blurted, and afterward he blurted. Blurted means spoke suddenly, spoke fastly. Does it get you? Does not it get you? Does not you are getting? Does not you get? He asked to him, does not you get? Such type of noises. So in this paragraph we get that when the customer purchased the case, afterward he raised his head and he heard the sound, the noises of birds, different type of sounds, and he asked to Mr. Purcell that does not you get such type of sound? Noise? What noise? Mr. Purcell, that noise? What noise? Which type of noise? Mr. Purcell looked surprised. Mr. Purcell was looking surprised. He could hear nothing usual, and he said that he could hear nothing. He did not get anything unusual, peculiar, strange. Everything is familiar for him. The customer glared. I mean, all this caged stuff drives you crazy, does not it? The customer looked angrily. Glared means looked angrily. I mean, all this caged stuff. Caged stuff means group of birds. He said to Mr. Purcell that all these birds, group of birds, drives you crazy, does not it? Does not you don't feel any type of problem by these birds? Does not it? Doesn't it? Mr. Purcell drew back. Either the man was insane or drunk, he said hastily. Yes, certainly, I guess so. So afterward, Mr. Purcell drew back. Drew back means came back, and he thought that either the man was insane. Insane means mad or drunk. Or the man is insane, mad or drunkard. He said hastily, and he said fastly, quickly this thing? Yes, certainly, I guess so. And he said to the customer, certainly, I also feel such type of thing, the noises. He became angry to the customer on that time. Listen, the staring eyes came closer. How long do you think it took me to make the $5? Listen, the customer said to Mr. Purcell that the staring eyes came closer. The staring means gazing eyes, which were looking, the eyes that were looking to Mr. Purcell. The eyes were coming closer to Mr. Purcell, and the person asked to him that, how long did you think it took me to make the $5? How much time did you think? How much time do you think I have taken to earn $5? He was asking to Mr. Purcell. The merchant wanted to order him out of the shop, but oddly enough he could not. He heard himself dutifully asking why, how long did it take you? The merchant wanted, Mr. Purcell wanted to order him, to give him order to go out from the shop. But oddly, he was feeling odd, strange enough. He could not, so he could not do such type of thing. He heard himself dutifully asking, why, how long did it take you? And he heard himself, he was dutiful. It is the duty of the shopkeeper to hear the customer. So he heard himself dutifully asking, and he was asking to him, why, how long did it take you? How much time did you take to earn $5? The other laughed. 10 years at hard labor, 10 years to earn $5, 50 cents a year. The other laughed. The customer laughed. He said that 10 years at hard labor, I earned $10. 10 years to earn $5. Mr. Purcell said that 10 years to earn $5, 50 cents a year. And he said that I earn 50 cents a year. The customer said that I earned $5 in 10 years by working hard. It was best. Purcell decided to humor him. My 10 years, that is certainly a long time now. Mr. Purcell said that it was best. So Mr. Purcell decided to take delight, to enjoy with the customer. So he said that my 10 years, that is certainly a long time. That is certainly a very long time for me. Afterward, Mr. Purcell said that they give you $5, laughed the man, and a cheap suit, and tell you not to get caught again. Mr. Purcell said that they give you $5, and afterward the customer laughed the man, and they also had given you a cheap suit and tell you not to get caught again, and they had told you not to caught again. Mr. Purcell mopped his sweating brow. Now about the care and feeding of your doves, I would advise. Mr. Purcell mopped his sweating. Mopped means what? What do you understand by the term mopped? Mopped means what? Mopped means wiped. He wiped his sweating, perspiration, pasina from his brow. Now about the care and feeding of your doves, I would advise. And he said to the customer that now about the care and for feeding I would advise you how to keep the bird, how to feed them. Bah, the customer said bah. The man swung around and stalked abruptly from the store Purcell's sight with a sudden relief. He waddled to the window and stared out. Just outside his peculiar customer had halted. He was holding the cage shoulder high, staring at his purchase. The customer said, bah, surprisingly, bah, wah. The man swung around and he moved around, left the place, left the shop, and he went outside and stalked abruptly. Stalked abruptly means suddenly and unexpectedly, without expectation, he went out from the shop, from the store. Afterward, Mr. Purcell sighed. Sighed means took a long breath with a sudden relief, and he was feeling relief on that time because the customer had gone from the shop. And he waddled to the window. Afterward, Mr. Purcell walked like a duck. He waddled to walk with short step. With a short step, he reached near his window, and he was stared out. He was looking continuously outside from the window. Just outside, his peculiar customer had halted. And outside from the shop, the customer was halted, stayed. He was holding the cage shoulder high. He kept the cage shoulder high position, on shoulder high position. Afterward, whatever he has purchased, and afterward he opened the cage. He reached inside and drew out one of the doves. He tossed it into the air. He drew out the second and tossed it after the first. Afterward, the customer drew up means he brought the first dove from, he took out the first dove from the cage, and also he made the bird free. Understand? Second, and afterward he tossed means what? Tossed means threw up, and he opened the cage. Afterward he drew up, took up the bird, and he also threw up the bird in the air. Afterwards he also opened the cage and threw up the bird in the air. Threw up the bird into the air. Understand? So what had happened afterward? They rose like wind-blown balls of fluff and were lost in the smoky grey of the wintry city. And they rose, they went to the height, to the maximum height. They rose like wind blown, just like you have seen when the wind will blow, wind blown balls of fluffs. Fluffs means small, you can say that small pieces of wool or cotton. If wind will blow, then you will get the small pieces of wool or cotton will float in the air, will float into the air. In this way, the birds went, they rose like wind blown. Wind blown means that carried from one place to another place by wind. They went from one place to another place by wind. A fluff, and were lost in the smoke grey of the wintry city. And they had lost in the wintry, from the wintry city. Understand? They became disappeared from the sky. For an instant, the liberators silent and lifted gaze watched after them. Then he dropped the keys. What had happened after that? For an instant, the liberators means one who liberates or frees, one who makes other free. So the liberator silently lifted gaze. He was looking continuously towards the sky after them. Then he dropped his keys. Dropped the keys. He sobbed means he pushed, kept his hand forcibly deep inside in his trouser pockets, and he kept his hands in his pocket, hunched down his head and shuffled away. Hunched down means he bent his head and shuffled away. Shuffled away means he went slowly, walked slowly without lifting his head. He was walking slowly after making the birds free, making them free. The merchant's brow was puckered with perplexity. The merchants means Mr. Purcell. Mr. Purcell eyebrows was puckered. Puckered means contracted. You get contracted, you get lining, crease. Understand? Lining, crease, sikulna. Contracted, puckered with perplexity, with confusion. The customer who made the birds free, these things made Mr. Purcell confused. So desperately had the man desired the doves that he had let him have them at a reduced price. Mr. Purcell thought that so desperately means having an urgent need. It was indicating on the time of purchasing the doves, Mr. Purcell felt that the person needed the birds. He really needed the birds. He had great desire for the birds. But after purchasing them on the reduced price and let them free, and immediately he had turned them loose. Now why? Mr. Purcell muttered, and he had made them free. Now why? Mr. Purcell was thinking, why? What is the reason? Muttered, he was muttering, murmuring, whispering to himself. Did he do that? Why did he do that? He felt vaguely insulted. Mr. Purcell felt vaguely means unclearly insulted. So in this paragraph we get that the customer who purchased the doves, afterward he went out from the shop, and after going outside from the shop, he opened the gate of the cage and he drew up the first dove, and he left the bird. He flew the bird into the air. Afterward, he also flew the second bird into the air. And afterward, he left his cage on the place and he started to walk slowly, to bend his head. And all these things made Mr. Purcell confused that how much he needed too much, just like he purchased the doves in reduced price. It indicated that he had great desire, he had urgent need to purchase these doves, but afterward he made them free. These things made Mr. Purcell vaguely insulted, unclearly insulted. He felt insulted because he was a shopkeeper who sold the pets, monkeys, dogs, cats, and he also prescribed he prescribed food for his seed for birds, and he also prescribed ailing canaries remedies for ailing canaries. So afterward he felt that what a strange person he was. He needed the bird, he purchased, but he made them free. These things made Mr. Purcell insulted, unclearly insulted. Thanks for watching the video. Thank you.